afternoon. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us till the end. Honorable Knowledge Seeker, today I am your host for the afternoon. My name is Badhum Dash. I am from Bangladesh. Dear Knowledge Seeker, I am proud to be associated with IGP. IGP is a social and asset for international education and training institute. In last 2 years, we already served 35 million plus knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and global accredited. We are connected to more than 450 plus profession and 4,500 plus organization. Institute of Global Professional is an education institute that provides social work globally recognized and reportable. We serve student and community resource providing holistic social work and education. We believe that it's not effective to increase one skill just by offering formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate professional generation all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, internationally to student, job seeker, job holder, and also for learner, the respective campus location and distance learning platform. We are an occupational and dependable institute. IGP is one of the famous online institutes from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product, it's a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinars, seminar courses, award, quiz competition, mentoring, and counseling, etc. On the other side, we are also trying to offer more than 100 premium services for free, like create own portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, motivation letter, and all knowledge platform for gathering knowledge which can update all day. Kids learning game, website, free course, commerce sites, and many more. We help empower you to learn to meet their expectation and dream and become highly skilled people. We implement several training program webinar and offline online courses for youth learner by professional trainers, speaker, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by globally renowned professionals to develop all kind of youth and to promote the education of their abilities and personalities. Spreading knowledge is crucial for the Institute of Global Professional. We believe that knowledge is love, light, and vision. So we try to understand the needs of today's generation and we serve them with research and practice methods. We must have a genuine concept for the learner to represent more diversity, growth, and innovation are required to lead a session with professionalism, passion, and integrity. IGP member are committed to offering effective best quality service and continual improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill level and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind, don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Before we move to the next, let me remind, don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Moving to the next, result continuous support. We already completed 1,960 webinars successfully. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we already completed 1,960 webinars successfully. Dear IGP speaker, participant, and well-wisher, at this moment, this is a very important message for you all. We change and design our website, www.eduigp.com. On this website, we have surprise for everyone. Hope you will be benefited. We already launched our new website. You can find our previous activities together with lots of new features. But one strong point is that without an account or login, you cannot enjoy our services. So create your account for once with profile information. Note that with profile information, you will enjoy all features. With mismatched data, you cannot do anything here. From now on, you have to participate in live quiz competition on our website. We replace Slido. You have to join regular on our website. Now you can check all of our previous webinars with verified certificate. Now it's easier and time limited because after the session we will not provide any code for certification. You have to take part in one exam. After that, if you pass, you will receive the certificate. Otherwise, not. But you can take part in an exam unlimited till you pass. If you're an IGP speaker, you can download all your previous certificate speaker certificate. If you're a host of IGP, you can download a certificate of gratitude. If you're an online live quiz competition winner, you can download your participation. If you're selected for a lifetime membership, then you can download the certificate of lifetime membership easily. Besides this, if you participate in an award function which organizes combined support with IGP, you can download that also. You can easily prepare and download 18 testing certificate from our website using MIN. Certificate of Global Professional Membership, Certificate of Global Influence in the Pandemic, Certificate of Active Knowledge, Certificate of Social Activities in the Pandemic, Certificate of IGP and IGP Knowledge CMA 2020, 2021 and 2022, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 1, Authentic Assessment in Teaching Learning, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 2, Teaching English as a Foreign Language and Assessment, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 3, Digital Classroom Engagement 2, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 4, the new trend in education. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 5, Upper Social Leadership and Management Skills, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 6, Trend and Innovation in Mathematics Education. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 7, Research Comprehension Approach, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 8, Art in Teaching a Special Program with Art. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 9, 21st Century Student Teaching Mathematics, Certificate of IGP Corporate Ambassador, Certificate of IGP Campus Ambassador, which you can prepare and download within a minute. From now on, you can participate in 1,000 plus international level quiz with verified certificate. Teaching tips for teacher, health tips for parents, health tips for teens, education tools for teacher. You can join IGP alumni. You can check out our previous student services website for free and many more. Dear IGP well-wisher, we promised previously, but lack of technical problem, we will late sending on time. This is a great opportunity to collect your previous conditions, solve all issue from our website. Now you can enroll, reset password, everything. You can check out the review for all open details. It's a cordial request to check out button and pages on our website. Show like and self benefit. Thank you, but note that without an account and login, you cannot enjoy us. At present, we are going to start our 1961 webinar, which name is Strategic Management. And today our speaker web name is Dr. Samia Ismail Sheikh. She is from Palestine. Before I hand over the stage to our speaker, ma'am, wants to share very little bit about her executive manager in Ministry of Education and Higher Education, Palestine. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening for everybody. Okay, shall I begin?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, then for once more, good morning, good afternoon, good evening for everybody for our welcoming knowledge seekers. First of all, I'd like to welcome you once more, and I invite you to pray for my family and people in Gaza to get their freedom and return to their homes, getting their rights from the barbaric Israeli attack. Allah have a mercy. May Allah have a mercy upon martyrs and cure the injuries and deliver them in His paradise. My topic today is about strategic management. And when I say strategic management, I mean that there are many different kinds of management, and one of them is strategic management. I talked about strategic management. I talked about how to implement strategic management and its concept and its components, and how can we do SWOT analysis and so on. How can we make also, or we can put our mission and vision for our organization or our school or any institute. In fact, we can apply strategic management upon or strategic planning. Strategic planning, we can apply it in many different fields. What is strategic management? We want to talk about its benefits, its process, and careers. Strategic management is the process of defining and implementing procedures and objectives that set a company apart from its competition. Strategic management is also a skill that can be developed as someone gains experience and adopts a strategic mindset. It is considered part of business acumen, though it can also apply to fields like nonprofit, government, and the public sector. In many fields, also, we can apply strategic management. In fact, strategic management is the planned use of a company's resources to reach its goals and objectives. It requires ongoing evaluation of internal processes and external factors that may impact how a company or an organization functions. Companies of all sizes and in all industries can benefit from the practice of strategic management. In this lecture, you will learn all about strategic management, including its benefits, process, and career paths, as well as the steps of becoming a strategy manager. What is strategic management? We want to define strategic management. It involves developing and implementing plans to help an organization achieve its goals and objectives. This process can include formulating strategy, planning organizational structure, and resource allocation. Um, um, and also, it leads to change initiatives and controlling processes and resources. Strategic planning involves identifying business challenges. As I said before, we talked about strategic planning previously in two lectures, in fact, and in fact, it needs more than one or two lectures, in fact, and also the strategic management needs more than one meeting, in fact, but I tried to summarize it in briefly here in this lecture. Inshallah, if Allah is will, inshallah, we are going to complete talking about strategic management in next lectures, inshallah. Strategic planning involves identifying business challenges, choosing the best strategy, monitoring progress, and then making adjustments to the executed strategy to improve performance. Tools like SWOT, which it stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Analysis are used to access or to assess where opportunities and threats lie between the organization, its competition, and the overall market. Strategic management happens at broader levels like organization wide leadership, but it can also be implemented at a department for or team level. Sorry, I'm sorry. Okay. Now, as I said, strategic management happens at broader levels like organization-wide leadership, but it can also be implemented at a department or team level. Uh, Skills you will build as a manager, you are going to build some skills like strategic management, like strategic implementation, strategic thinking, business strategy, strategic planning, decision making, performance management. So sorry for cutting my lecture. Okay. Now we are going to talk about approaches to strategic management. There are two main approaches to strategic management: perspective and descriptive. A perspective approach to strategic management focuses on how strategies should be developed, while a descriptive approach focuses on how strategies should be put into practice. The perspective model is more top down based on SWOT analysis. The descriptive model is more guided by experimenting with different methods to find solutions and learning from experience. It applies agile methodology to strategic management. We are going to talk now. We are going to talk about types of strategy. One way of thinking about strategic management is to classify management focus on three types of strategy. We are going to talk about the three types of strategy. First of all, a business strategy is a high level plan where you outline how your organization will achieve its objectives. The second type is operational strategies, are much more specific plans. They are more specific plans where you detail what actions to take to achieve the desired results. The third type and the last one is transformational strategies, involve making radical changes to your organization to achieve significant importance. What are the benefits of strategic management? The strategic management process helps an organization's leadership plan for its future goals. Setting a roadmap and actionable plan ensures that employees and leaders know where they are going and how to get there in the most efficient, cost effective manner. It is a work in progress, so strategic plans should continuously be evaluated and adjusted as the market outline or outlook changes. There are, of course, because there is a strategic management, there will be financial benefits. One of them is to increase market share and profitability, then prevent legal risk, then it improves revenue and cash flow. Then we are going to talk about so there are three benefits, three financial benefits, and they are increasing or they are increase market share and profitability, then prevent legal risk, then to improve revenue and cash flow. There are non-financial benefits. In fact, one of them is relieves the board of the directors of responsibilities. Also, it allows for an objective review and assessment. It enables an organization to measure progress throughout time, then provides a big picture perspective of the organization's future. These are the non-profit or non-financial benefits of strategic management. Now we are going to talk about 5 steps, the strategic management process. There are 5 steps. It's common to view the strategic management process as a 5-step process. The steps are identification, analysis, formation, execution, and evaluation. And we are going to talk about each one in detail. Defining direction. This is the first step of strategic management. You are going to define the direction. Where are you going? Where will you go? Where you want your organization to go? Identifying the direction and specific goals is the initial stage of strategic management process. This step involves identifying goals and determining what needs to happen to achieve them. Of course, in any organization, there will be a mission for that organization, and there will be a vision. This vision means you are going to define your direction. You are going to go to the best, or you are going to go also to the best. You are always, all of us are seeking for the best. So you are going to put your vision where you want or where you inspire your organization will go. Okay, then identifying the direction and specific goals is the initial stage, as I said, of the strategic management process. This steps involves identifying. You are going to put or and identify goals and determine what needs to happen to achieve them. Then, in the next step, you are going to analyze the current situation. And we talked about SWOT analysis previously in the strategic management in the first and second lecture about the strategic management. Now you are going to analyze the current situation. Where are we going? What are we now? What are the needs or the facts about our organization? What was it in the past, and what are we going to see it in the future? Then the second step is analysis and research using tools like SWOT analysis. There are many tools, in fact, but SWOT is the most popular one. SWOT analysis and examining the organization's resources, including budget, time, people. That's to say, the staff we are working with, and more. Of course, you are going to check the staff you are working with, and also you are going to check the local society and the worldwide society to know what is happening in the world and what is happening in the localism. And more, you will gain a better understanding of how to leverage what's working and get rid of what's not. You are going to know points of weakness. We are going to talk about it in the next slides, inshallah. You are going to know the opportunities, the threats you will face in your organization. You are going to know points of weakness, points of strength, to strengthen them and to get rid of the of points of weakness. The third step or stage of strategic management, is outline the strategy and plan of action. This is very important. Next is formulating a strategy and plan of action based on situational analysis. This step involves crafting a specific and realistic plan to help the organization achieve its goals. The fourth step is execute the plan. You are going to put plans in the first and the last step. Now you are going to execute the plan. Executing the plan is the fourth step in the strategic management process. This step involves putting the plan into action and monitoring its progress. You are going to put in the third step, you will put the plan, the actionable plans. Then in the fourth step, you are going to execute the plan. Executing the plan is the fourth step in the strategic management process. This step involves putting the plan into action and monitoring its progress. You may have to adjust the plan as circumstances change, especially if you take a more descriptive approach to strategy. You are going to adjust your plan, your action plan, if there are some new circumstances or a change in your circumstances. The last step, the fifth step, and the final step, you have to evaluate your plan. Evaluation is the fifth and final step in the strategic management process. Here, you will assess whether the organization has achieved its goals. If not, you can adjust your plan and implement it in innovative ways. Feedback and analysis are essential to evaluation and preparing for an optimal business future. Then, in these 5 steps, as we said, the most important thing in the third step, we shall put the executed or the action plan. Then, in the fourth step, you are going to apply it and see if you are going to you are doing well or not. Then you are going to adjust the plan as the circumstances change. Then you are going to evaluate the plan if we were doing well or not. You can adjust your plan and implement it in innovative ways. And there will be a feedback and analysis are essential, as I said, to evaluation and preparing for an optimal future. We talked about the benefits of strategic management, and here we are going to talk about other benefits of the strategic management. Achieving organizational goals takes planning and patience. Strategic management can help companies each their goal or reach each of them reach their goals or its goals. Strategic management ensures that the steps necessary to reach a business goal are implemented company-wide. Strategic management offers many benefits to companies that use it, including, first of all, competitive advantage. Strategic management gives business an advantage over competitors because its proactive nature means your company will always be aware of the changing market. This is very important to take care of it. Then, the second benefit is to achieve goals. Strategic management helps keep goals achievable by using a clear and dynamic process of formulating steps and implementation. Then there will be a sustainable growth. If we use strategic management, there will be a sustainable growth in our institution or organization or company. Strategic management has been shown to lead to more efficient organizational performance, which leads to manageable growth. Then there will be cohesive organization. This is the fourth organization. The fourth benefit of strategic management is to there will be a cohesive organization. Strategic management necessitates communication and goal implementation company-wide. An organization that is working as unison towards a goal is more likely to achieve that goal. Then increased managerial awareness. This is very important. It increases managerial awareness. Strategic management means looking toward the company's future. If managers do this consistently, there will be or they will be more aware of industry trends and challenges. By implementing strategic planning and thinking, they will be better prepared to face future challenges. How does strategic management work? How does it work? Strategic management requires setting objectives for the company. As we said before, in the processes of, or in the five processes of how to make or how to imply the strategic management, the first step is to put, or the second step, you are going to put your goals. There will be first step, then you are going to put clear goals that can be achievable, not non-achievable. You are going to put goals that can be achieved. It requires strategic management requires setting objectives for company, analyzing the actions of competitors, reviewing the organization's internal structure, evaluating current strategies, and confirming that strategies are implemented company-wide. All the employees inside the organization should have known or should know that there is a strategic management which is implied or which is applied inside or in the organization or the company. So the strategies should be implemented company-wide. All the employees should help in implying it or implementing it. Strategic management can be either perspective or descriptive. As I said, perspective strategies, strategic management. I'm going to remember or to memorize it for you. It means developing strategies in advance of an organizational issue. But the descriptive strategic management means putting strategies into practice when needed. Both methods of strategic management, employ management theory and practices. While upper management is responsible for implementing strategies, ideas, goals, or organizational challenges can come from any member of the company. Many companies employ strategists whose job is to think and plan strategically and to improve company function. There will be many of the companies, in fact, employ some strategists whose job is just to think and plan strategically. He's just a planner. He just put his ideas, and these ideas and good goals will help to he's thinking and planning to strategically. Okay, this will help the organization improve company or its company function. There are types of strategic management. Strategic management as a concept can be approached in a variety of ways. Here we are going to talk about the types of strategic management. First of all, SWOT analysis, and this is, as we said, is one of the processes or strategies we can use, or the tools we are using in strategic management. You are going to analyze the external and internal environment so as to know what are the opportunities, the threats, which are the points of weaknesses and points of strength we have in our organization. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. These are SWOT. S stands for strengths, and W stands for weaknesses, but O stands for opportunities, and T stands for threats. This analysis allows you to investigate internal and external factors. Internal factors include positive strength or negative weaknesses, factors that exist within your organization and are able to be changed or affected in some way. While external factors include positive opportunities or negative threats, factors that exist outside of the subject you are evaluating and cannot necessarily be changed or affected by you or your organization in any way. There is balance scorecard. A balance scorecard helps. This is another tool. A balance scorecard helps you find which phases of your business need improvements by breaking down the performance evaluation process into four areas as legs. These legs are learning and growth, business processes, customer perspectives, and financial data. These are the four legs of the balance score. Then a balance score uh, card, sorry, a balance scorecard helps you find which phases of your business need improvements by breaking down the performance evaluation process into four areas known as legs. These legs are um, learning and growth, then business processes, then customer perspectives, then financial data. If we broke down the processes or the evaluation into four of these four legs, we are going to evaluate our work correctly. The scorecard method can generate timely reporting mechanisms that show all statistics related to the growth of the company. Uh, then there will be, as we said, there are 5 steps of strategic management. While there are different approaches and framework for strategies, there are generally the same 5 steps. As I said, I'm going to revise what I said in the previously. I said about 5 steps to use in strategic management. First of all, you are going to identify your organization, then put your goals, then analyze your external and internal environment. Then you are going to to form about formation. We talked about formation. Then to form your action plans, then you are going to execute them. At last, you are going to evaluate them. Uh, in identification, the first step in strategic management is evaluating the company's current direction. This often includes understanding the company's goal, mission, and overall strategic direction. Assessing where the company's current process will help you and achieve your goal. In the analysis, you are going to once you understand the current process, you must analyze the details. What is working? You are going to ask yourself some questions. What is working? What is not working? What input from the organizational stakeholders can you gather? This is the time to answer any questions that will help solidify the necessary elements of the strategic plan. A SWOT analysis, as I said, or identification of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats is a useful tool. It is a popular and very useful tool. In the formation, once you have the information you need, it is time to create an action plan for reaching the goal. Make sure the steps are clear, focused, and directly related to the goal. Prepare easy to understand implementation guidelines if the process or procedure will impact many people within the organization. And in the execution, as we said, follow the steps outlined in your strategic plan. You put your strategic plan, okay? And we talked before about the strategic plan in In a separated lecture, I talked about how to write a strategic plan. Once you put your strategic plan, make sure that all stakeholders are implementing the plan as designed for maximum efficiency. The last step will be evaluation. Evaluate the final product. Did you achieve your goal? Was the process implemented appropriately company-wide? Based on your answers to these questions, you can reflect and revise as needed. Now we are going to, I'm going to give you an example of strategic planning, how to put or how to plan for our organization. Um, First of all, identification, as I said, a furniture. This is, there will be um, an example of how to, I'm going to help you how to make these 5 steps. Identification. For example, we have a furniture company named, for example, Woods Fine Furnituring, is preparing to introduce a new line of kitchen tables, for example. There is a company which is called Woods Fine Furnishing, and it is preparing to introduce a new line of kitchen tables. They decide to implement strategic management to ensure that the product release goes smoothly, efficiently, and consistently across all of their retail locations. This is the first thing. Then they identify or they decide to implement strategic management to ensure if the product they will produce release goes smoothly, efficiently, consistently, and across of their retail locations. Then they are going to analyze. In the past, Woods Fine Furnishings was suffered from consistent marketing and incorrect shipping costs with the release of new products in their multiple retail locations. Before the release of their new kitchen table line, they will or they have decided to run a SWOT analysis to see how they can improve the process. Then in the past they were stable. They didn't do a progress in their work. So they decided to analyze the external and internal environment to know where are they, what are the points of weakness they have, what are the points of strength and the opportunities and the threats they will face. Uh, then points of strength will be when they analyze the internal the internal environment. They found that points of strength are quality product, then several locations from for the ease of purchase, then flat shipping rate. These are points of weaknesses. Then the points of these are the strength points, but the points of weaknesses are, first of all, poor communication between the store managers and between the store employees. This is a point of weakness. The second point of weakness is shipping rate applied multiple times at some stores. Then inconsistent marketing strategy. These are the points of weaknesses. They analyze the internal the internal environment, and they find that there are some points of strengths and some points of weaknesses. Points of weaknesses are poor communication between the store managers and between the store employees, then shipping rate applied multiple times at some stores, then inconsistent marketing strategy. And the opportunities they find, they will analyze the external environment. The opportunities, points of opportunities, first of all, unified marketing, then transparent fees. These are the two opportunities they will have. But the threats they may have or they may face is What's Fine Furnishing's main competitor released a line of kitchen tables last quarter. This is the threats or the threat, one of the most important threats they will face. What's Fine Furnishing's main competitor? The main competitor for them released a line of kitchen tables last quarter. Now, about formation, now they are going to form SWOT analysis. Using their SWOT analysis, Woods Fine Furnishings creates a strategic plan for the release of their kitchen tables. They analyze the environment. They what identification, their goals. They put their goals. Then they analyze the external and internal environment. Then they are going to put a formation or to form using, of course, using SWOT analysis. And when they knew the points of weaknesses, strengths, opportunities, and threats, now using this SWOT analysis, they are going to create a strategic plan for the release of their kitchen tables. It includes providing consistent marketing calculator, both print and digital. Then to all retail locations. Then it also includes sending a representative to each retail location to explain how to correctly apply the shipping rate to all purchases. Then lastly, the support team sets up an internal messaging system so store managers can communicate quickly and easily about challenges and the successes in their stores. So communication is very important in any work, in fact. So they are going to put internal messaging system, a good internal messaging system, so store managers can communicate quickly and easily about challenges and successes in their stores. Now it's time to execute these action plans. Execution 1 month before the release of the new kitchen tables, the marketing team provides the marketing collateral to all retail stores. Every store is given the same guidance on how to implement the marketing items effectively. And 2 weeks before the launch, store managers are trained as a group on the new messaging system on how to communicate with the local society. The the trainers field the questions and make sure every manager has the messaging service set up on their company cell phone and office computer to be accessible to all times or at all times. 1 week before the launch, a representative from company headquarters trains every retail employee on how to appropriately apply shipping costs to a sale. Managers are also present to make sure this process is carried out correctly with customers. So they avoid the points of weaknesses because there wasn't a good communication team with them, so they put another communication team or another communication system, and they make sure that they avoid the last one and they begin a new one. In the evaluation, the last step of the strategic management, What's Fine Furnishings reviews the data from their kitchen table release 1 month after the first day of sales. They find that the marketing plan drove consumers to retail location closest to them to see the tables in person. The internal messaging system was underutilized by most managers, many of whom did not like customers seeing them on their phones while out on the floor. There were no issues with shipping costs during this release. The strategic managers take this data and use it as they begin to plan for their next new product release. Here, this is a real example, or uh, I try to give you an example to know how to implement strategic management in simple ways. What is the strategic management process? In the previous we talked about, or we focused on analyzing and understanding a firm's or a company's competitive environment. Here, we are going to see how information or the information strategic analysis provides gets put to work. The strategic management process is the set of activities that firm or company managers undertake in order to try to put their companies in the best possible position to compete successfully in the marketplace. Strategic management is made up of several distinct activities. um, Now we are going to there is in fact a shape. It talks about or the strategy cycle. First of all, there will be strategic analysis, then develop the objectives, then create and choose strategies, then implement the strategies, then measure and evaluate performance, then vision and mission. And we can begin with vision and mission, sorry, then the strategic analysis and develop. All of them are running. It is a cycle, and all of these components are running one after the other. Now, if I want to talk about, there is another example, but there is no time, in fact, to talk about it. It's enough to talk about just the Watts company. Now, what industries use strategic management? In fact, we can use strategic management in every field, in education, in economy, and in the commerce, in any field you can use strategic management. Strategy managers and roles that use the strategic management framework, such as management consultants, may work in different industries. Companies seek out strategic management professionals because they deeply understand business, finance, corporate planning, and more. Sectors may include finance, insurance, technology, public administration, manufacturing, healthcare, government, and more, as I said before. In every field, you can use and apply strategic management. Now, we are going to talk about the concepts of strategic management, which is based around in an organization's clear understanding of its mission, its vision for where it wants to be in the future, and the values that will guide its action. The process requires a commitment to strategic planning, a subset of business management that involves an organization's ability to set both short and long-term goals. Strategic planning also includes the planning of strategic decisions, activities, and resource allocation needed to achieve those goals. Having a defined process of managing or for managing an institution's strategies will help organizations or companies make logical decisions and develop new goals quickly in order to keep pace with evolving technology, market, and business conditions. Strategic management also can thus help an organization gain competitive advantage, improve market share, and plan for its future. There are many schools of thought on how to do strategic management, and academics and managers have developed the numerous frameworks to guide the strategic management process. In general, the process typically include 5 phases. The organization's current strategic direction, then identifying and analyzing internal and external strengths and weaknesses, then formulating action plans, as I said, then executing action plans and evaluating them. Effective communication, data collection, and organizational culture also play an important part, as I said before. Complex data, effective communication, data collection, and organization culture can also play an important part in the strategic management process, especially at large, complex companies. Lack of communication and negative corporate culture can result in a misalignment of the organization's strategic management plan and the activities undertaken by its various business units and departments. There are many types of strategic management uh, strategies. The types of strategic management strategies have changed over time. They are not stable, but they change, and many scientists put many, or numerous types of strategic management over the time. The modern discipline of strategic management traces its tools to the 1950s and 1960s. Prominent thinkers in the field include Peter Drucker, sometimes referred to as the founding father of management studies. Among its contributions, was the seminal idea that the purpose of a business is to create a customer. And what the customer wants to determines what a business is. Management's main job is marshalling the resources and enabling employees to efficiently address customers' evolving needs and preference. Um, Now, in the 1980s, a Harvard Business School professor called Theodore Levitt developed a different strategy with a focus on the customer. This strategy was different from the previous emphasis on production, that's to say, creating a product of highly quality ensured success. About distinctive competence, a term included in the 1957 by psychology and law scholar Philip Selsing. He's a scientist. He focused on the idea of core competences and competitive advantage in strategic management theory. This enabled the creation of framework for assessing the strengths and weaknesses of an organization in relation to the threats and opportunities in its external environment, as I said, or as we talked about um, SWOT analysis. Then another scientist, which is who is a Canadian management scientist, Harry Mintzberg, concluded that the strategic management process could be more dynamic and less predictable than management theorists had thought. In his 1987 paper, The Strategy Concept, the first 5 P's of strategy, he argued the field of strategy management cannot afford to rely on a single definition of strategy. Instead, he outlined 5 definitions of strategies and their interrelationships. We call them 5 P's. The first P is plan. Strategy is a consciously intended course of action to deal with a situation. The second P is poly. Strategy as a maneuver to outwit a competitor, which can also be a part of a plan. The third P is pattern. These are I talk about the modifications of strategy. First of all, plan, then poly, then pattern. The third P is pattern. A strategy stemming from consistency and behavior, whether or not intended, and which can be independent of a plan. The fifth P is position. Strategy is a mediating force or match between organization and environment, which can be compatible with any or all of the 5 P's. Now, the perspective strategy is a concept. The last one is perspective. Strategy is a concept or ingrained way of perceiving world. This is to say, or for example, aggressive, pessimist, late mover, which can be compatible with any or all of the P's. And we talked about SWOT analysis and about balance scored in strategic management. I give you an example of how to apply strategic management. And now we are going to conclude what I have said. Strategic management is the ongoing planning, monitoring, analysis, and assessment of all necessities on organization needs to meet its goals and objectives. Changes in business environments will require organizations to constantly assess their strategies for success. The strategic management process also helps organizations take stock of their present situation, choke out strategies, deploy them, and analyze the effectiveness of the implemented management strategies. Strategic management strategies consists of five basic strategies. I said in the last topic, I said that strategic management strategies consist of five basic strategies. We call them 5 Ps, and can differ in implementation depending on the surrounding environment. Strategic management applies both to on-premise and mobile platforms. These are all, or this is for today. Thank you very much for listening. I hope that you have get the benefit. I say that inshallah, seeing you in the next year, inshallah, in 2024, and the new topics. May Allah give you all the mercy, and thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening to me. I'm so proud to be one of IGP, in fact. Hoping to see you, inshallah, next year. Thank you very much. I have finished, Miss. I have finished my topic for today. Miss, do you hear me? I have finished. I'm waiting for new questions after 3 or 5 minutes. Thank you, Miss. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your rich content
Thanks a lot.
presentation, which can impact our knowledge seekers truly. After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seeker can learn something new, which was our only intention. Learn and grow together, IGP knowledge seeker. Once again, thank you so much, ma'am, for your presentation. Now, ma'am, it's
Thank you.
time for our question answer session, which is the one more valuable part of our regular webinar. Honorable ma'am, please stay with us. After a short video, we will back in our session part 2, which is the question answer part. Dear IGP knowledge
Okay.
seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Welcome back, ma'am. Welcome back to our participant. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Ma'am, our first question is from Leutrim. How do the potential negative consequences that could occur with the implementation of a new strategy compare to the potential positive outcomes? Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
This is a very good question. In fact, thank you very much. Okay, there will, in fact, when I said when we implement the strategies, there will be points of weaknesses and points of strength. Also, in the external environment, there will be points of threats and opportunities. Okay, and now there will be if there is negative consequences, we will look in our vision. We are going to put or in our identification, we are going to put the right map or the right plan to implement. So we are going to avoid the points of weaknesses so as to avoid negative consequences that could occur with the implementation. We want in the strategic planning or in the strategic management, we use to identify, then to analyze our environment, external and internal. When we know the points of strength, we are going to strengthen them. And when we know the points of weaknesses, we are going to avoid them. So there will be no negative consequences that could occur. And if we put that, why do we make evaluation in the last? The first, we said that you are going to identify, then analyze, to make a SWOT analysis, to know points of weaknesses and strengths, then opportunities and threats. Then you are going to formulate to form your action plans. Okay, you are going to execute these action plans. Then you are going to evaluate them. If you are doing well, you are going to go on. And if you are not doing well, you are going to adjust your plan. You are going to adjust, as I said in the example for Watts Furnishing. I said that they found that there are many points of weaknesses, like communication system. It wasn't doing well. And so when they adjust the plan, they put a good communication system. So they avoid the negative consequences in the next step. So we can avoid these everywhere there will be negative and positive points. But if we evaluate on, first of all, we analyze our environment and know the points of weaknesses and strengths, and we avoid the points of weaknesses, there will be no negative consequences. If we strengthen the points of strengths, you are going to do well and there will be no negative consequences. If it appears or if it flows, you are going to adjust your plan to do well in the next period or in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your answer. Ma'am, there is no more questions from our participants. So once again, thank you so much, ma'am, for your time in
Thank
IGP.
you very
We
much.
have learned a lot from you with new topic. It will add some value to our day-to-day activity along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable ma'am, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new date. Thank you, ma'am. Take care.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Nice to meet you. Goodbye for now. Goodbye.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Dear IGP, it's time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Dear IGP knowledge, it's time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Certification process. Visit www.ddoigp.com. Please make sure your presence on our website. Find a running session and get enrolled. After watching commenting part 1, move to the next video, learning test, passing mark, 80% if passed. Back to the course again to download your certificate. If failed to retake the quiz, download your certificate in PDF or JPG. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, for your attention, I am going to share the procedure again. Visit www.ddoigp.com. Please make sure your presence on our website. Find a running session and get enrolled. After watching commenting part 1, move to the next quiz, learning test, passing mark, 80% if passed. Back to the course again to download your certificate. If failed to retake the quiz, download your certificate in PDF or JPG. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, time for the most engaging part of this webinar, which is an online quiz competition, which is a regular webinar activity. We change the few process for online quiz competition. Note that after live, no one can participate. Now time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Now time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Visit www.ddoigp.com and sign up or sign in. Without this, you cannot join live quiz competition anymore. Browse the live quiz button or given link when the session name and join with your logged website or user account. Click join and wait for a few minutes for others to join. And join online live quiz competition after the quiz. We will issue certificate for top 10 as previously, which you can find on our official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. After a short video, we will start our quiz session. With 11 people, we are going to start our quiz session right now. First question is strategic management process includes environmental planning, strategic formulation, strategic implementation, and is it option 1 or option 2? Option 1 is the right answer. 82% people are right here. Our next question is strategic management. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 45% people are right here. Our next question is strategic management. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 91% people are right here. Our next question is strategic management. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 1 is the right answer. 64% people are right here. Our next question is strategic management. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 91% people are right here. Our next question is strategic management. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 1 is the right answer. 100% people are right here. Our next question is which dot point related to the strategic role of option management? Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 82% people are right here. Our next question is strategic planning and strategic management are different. Is it true or false? Option 1 is the right answer. 82% people are right here. Our second last question of the session is strategic management. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 64% people are right here. Our last and final question of the session is strategic management. Is it option 1 or option 2? After 2 is the right answer. 91% people are right here. Congratulations to our online quiz competition in top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition in top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition in top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. At the end of our session, we can say properly feed risk, never stop learning, cause life never stop teaching us. Be happy, stay safe, see you again and again. We want your participation in every program. If you want to live a happy life, try to a goal, a lot of people love things, but understand. Before I start, hit the like button. Again, want to thank all IGP knowledge seekers for your active participation as always. See you again in the next session. Thank you.